East Carolina, Ohio State?
Well, East Carolina was in the conference that I came from last year, the American Athletic Conference, so we're used to playing them for the last 3 years. Ohio State, I know very little about, so our staff will get to work immediately on all these scouting reports.
I think the sense of relief was it seeing the name pop up there, and how awesome was that, I guess, for the first year?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we knew we were in. I think everybody that follows college baseball closely knows that we did enough. When you win 18 games in this league, you're going to be in the NCAA tournament. There's no question about it. But when you see your name up on that screen, a lot of things go through your head. You remember the first team meeting. You remember the ups and the downs, because we've obviously had a lot of those this year. So it's a culmination of that team, those student athletes, and they're getting rewarded for all their hard work, and that makes you feel good as a coach.
How proud are you of this team for being 20-17 at one point and then storming back to get here? Very
proud. I mean, the worst thing you can say about a team is they may not fight when they get down. You can't say that about this team, and you won't say that about this program. We were at a fork in the road at 20-17, and this program responded the way our fans, the way our administration, the way Ray Tanner wants this team to respond. We got really good real quickly, so I'm real proud of that fact.
What do you recall about your trips to East Carolina, the facilities, the crowd support, and all that?
Yeah, it's a good program, good coach, really good fan support. It'll be a tremendous challenge.
Coach, it's going to be about 8 days off that you guys have until you play on Friday. What's that time been like so far, and how do you approach it now as you guys get ready and know where you're going?
Well, probably there's no team in America that needed a little bit of time off than us because of our injuries, because of playing 2 games in a row till 2:30 in the morning and then having to play a day game the next day. So I think it'll be very good for us. Last couple of days we're just about recharging the batteries for the entire team. We'll get back to work today. The weather's not going to allow us to get on our field, so we'll sneak over to the football complex and get some work on in there, and just take it one day at a time, getting ready for Friday.
Mark, how are the injuries, specifically TJ?
Yeah, TJ's still day-to-day. We're going to be cautiously optimistic that he can help us this weekend in a bigger capacity than he has, but we also need to be smart about it, and that the hamstring, the back, whatever the case may be with these guys, all of them, we have to be smart. But when the guys want to play, sometimes it's tough to keep them out of there.
Have you thought about starting pitching rotation yet?
Yeah, we have some ideas about how we might want to attack it. We're not ready to announce that yet. We just want to make sure all our ducks are in a row there. But we have some ideas with what we might want to do.
Did Coach Tanner give you any message before this all began today? What's the last thing he talked to you about before you then see him up there on the screen on the national broadcast?
Yeah, he just wants us to enjoy this. I think he's really proud of this team and what they accomplished this year. But he also wants us to stay hungry. We approach things very similar, him and myself. We're very happy and appreciative of where we are, but we're also very greedy. We want to keep going. So, I think in that regard, we're very much on the same page.
Coach, with all the craziness that you guys went through at the SEC tournament, how do you think that prepared maybe more your young players for what they're going to expect on this tournament time?
Yeah, there's no question. This league and that tournament prepares you to play pretty much anywhere. When you go on the road to Texas A&M, that's pretty tough. When you go on the road to Vanderbilt, that's pretty tough. When you play LSU in Florida, that's pretty tough. So this team is used to playing tough games, tough series. So that won't be excuse. If we don't play well, that won't be an excuse. We're prepared to play good baseball. Now it's just a matter of going out there and doing it.
Did anything jump out at you about the field as surprising, whether it was in relation to your team, the conference, or anything else?
No, I mean, I think obviously the SEC is very highly regarded and got a ton of teams in. I think the committee had some really tough decisions there on the last 4 in and the last 4 out. But Ray Tanner obviously knows college baseball about as well as anybody in the country. So at the end of the day, I think he probably did a really good job, and probably as good a job as anybody could do under the circumstances.
You mentioned using the football facility as the indoor?
Yes. Yeah, we'll go over there. We can't get on our field, so we'll go over there, throw, take some ground balls, run some sprints, just move around a little bit since we can't get on our field today.